Hey there! So,
No.
you moved into another country and your plugs are no longer fitting. You have two options. You can buy one of these adapters, which is quite bulky and it will be unstable when you plug it in the wall and you will probably burn the house down. Or you can buy just for one country, like from US to Europe, an adapter, but will still be bulky. But wait! What if I told you there is another option? A better option. A cheaper option. You can replace this plug with one of these. So what you need, the equipment. In this case it's a...
Here, iron.
Thank you. It's a hair ironing. So I use it every morning, as you can see from... I don't think I use it well. So we will change this plug with this one. You need some tools. You need something to cut the wire. You need a screwdriver, and I have a set. And optional, you also need soldering iron. If you don't have it, don't worry, you can just put the wires there and your house will burn down, so that's fine. Before doing anything, so before cutting any wires, make sure that your equipment is working with the voltage from the country that you moved in. So for example, we are now in Europe, in France, and this it's bought from the Americas. Yeah, so as you can see, this is an American plug. So normally the US devices, the American devices are working on 110 volts and the European ones are on double that, so 220. So what you need to make sure is that your device is working on that voltage. So in this case, you can see here, I don't know if you can see it inside, it says 110 and 220. And let's start. We'll leave a bit of a slack. Maybe you change your mind and you want to move back. So this is very simple. And then you have to split the wires. So look, you have the wires here and you always cut towards your fingers. Yeah. If the knife slips, you don't cut anybody else but you. So always cut towards you. Good? Okay. Well, or you can just twist them and split them. Not too much, because otherwise they will look bad. Actually, you can unscrew your plug and see how much you need to split them. This new plug has a small screw, and you need to unscrew it. Okay, and then you just pull them apart. This of course depends on what type of plug you bought, so each one has instructions, maybe. If not, just use common sense, because you're not an idiot, I hope. So inside you'll see there is a channel to route the wires. In this case, one will be shorter than the other one, and they will plug into this, which comes off. You take your wire and you strip it just a bit. And you do the same thing with the second wire. And you take it off. Okay. So this next step is optional, but I like to do it because I am obsessed. You take some solder, and I prefer to use this alligator clips to hold my wire, and then I will solder it with a very old and cheap soldering wire, like this. And that's enough. So now you need to see how the wire will come. So in this case, this one fits like this, if you remember. And we'll put the wire like this. So one of them will go here, and the other one, it will be longer. Now we'll screw it here. Okay, so this one is secure. Okay, so you route the wires. And you see this one, because the plug is not symmetrical, we need to cut it more. And then strip it. And then take a bit of solder. Okay, so now you wait a bit to cool down and you route it again. And you make sure that it fits, so it looks like it will fit. So now I have to put it back. So you wiggle it in the hole. Like this, and you screw it back. And you make sure it's tight. Now you see the cables are asymmetrical. This plastic thing has to be in the middle, like this. It clicks in place. And now you route the wires again for a final time. Okay, one is down. The second one is okay as well. And you keep them pressed with your fingers. And then you put the top. You make sure that this hole is not covered. And you put the top. And then you screw the big screw back in. And that's all. Now you have a fancy new plug, a European one in this case, for your device. So instead of having this one plugged in here into this one, which is also very difficult to plug in. So instead of having this, you only have this. Oh no, what should I do now? It's useless. I don't know what to do.